Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, with his good friend Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
I have been looking forward to this topic with you because I've talked about Jerome Powell. I've talked about rising interest rates with residential, with multifamily investors. But you know what? I think Jerome Powell is going to make your job very interesting the next 60 or 90 days as he gets out there talking rates and inflation and transitory and not transitory. And oh, by the way, the latest bugaboo, inflation might accelerate next year. Put that one in your pipe and smoke it, man. It's going to get interesting.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I've been saying it and feeling it and talking about it. Bacon's gone up and gas has gone up. And like, who the heck doesn't see that we've got inflation? And like, it was comical. Like, yeah. You could go back and look at like, how many times was transitory said by different people that were trying to like downplay inflation. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at stuff yesterday and I have Jerome Powell and the stuff going on in the background. And due to economic times and, increased inflation in 2022, I'm like, wait, same guy?
Yeah.
Like now all of a sudden it's here?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's going to be, I grew up with Greenspan, right? When I was cutting my teeth in the real estate market, it was Greenspan. And he was classic for saying lots of words that meant nothing. Because I think part of their job is to market, right? They only have a couple of tools, rates and the money supply. But they know if they speak, they can influence Wall Street. Wall Street is big money and maybe influence consumers. I think he's going to be spinning some interesting stories based on what he wants. Because on Monday, he's like, ooh, shutdowns again? Consumers staying home? And then Tuesday, oh, nope, all's good.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, and that's something that people need to take into consideration as, as a real estate investor and as a mortgage broker. Things don't even necessarily have to happen in the markets. Somebody who has power can talk.
Yes.
And based on their words, literally, like the Fed meetings happen, and based on the transcripts of what he said, markets move.
Oh, absolutely.
And you see interest rates move. And so, yeah. It's going to be interesting times. You're right. And so change is fun. Change is interesting.
Yeah. Again, what I would tell people that are calling you, and they should absolutely call you to talk mortgages, talk what they have, talk about what they're doing. I would tell them to do two things. One, first and foremost, 30-year fix, 30-year fix, 30-year fix. I'm just curious, how many of the loans that you did or have done in 2021 were adjustable rate mortgage versus either 15 or 30-year fix? What percent, just roughly?
I can tell you the exact percent. I got the numbers off the top of my head. 100% fixed.
Okay, good answer.
Zero adjustable.
Yeah, that's easy. Zero.
We'll write 300 this year, and vast majority are 30. Yeah. I don't try to influence people's decision making. I present all the options, but given the choice between 10, 15, 20, and 30, for most people, if the rate isn't dramatically better, take the 30-year money. There's no prepayment penalties.
Yeah.
So pay extra if you want. But when someone's offering you 3% over the next 30 years,
take it.
And bacon is 70% more than it was 6 months ago, you probably want to take the low interest rate long-term money.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to put out there, again, my opinion, my crystal ball is broken as the next person, is I think rates do what they've done the last 3 weeks and generally tick higher. I do think they tick higher slowly. So when you get that house, when you get that contract, when you get pre-approved, I like the term, if you like it, lock it. I think that will save a lot of folks. And I know that's advice you give, which I appreciate. So I think those are two things that I would say. But again, I think Jerome Powell is going to have a lot more Fridays. And if you don't know what Friday was, look at rates. They moved 80 basis points. Then there was Monday, another one, and then a Tuesday, another one, and a Wednesday, another one. I think you're going to have to stay on top of it, is what I'm thinking.
Right. Yeah. Because I think, maybe to his credit, like he's willing to change course and kind of change his opinion, which, I think is a good.
Well, he's been wrong for so long. It's eventually he's got to
keep guessing and like, oh, maybe this, maybe that. We'll try this. Hey, about that.
That's what it is, man. It's like, Jesus. Again, though, so first off, I'm very clear. I've said he was wrong, but now as I step back, I don't really think he had a choice. what's he going to do? Come out 6 months ago and say we're going to have remarkable info? That would have just crashed the economy. So I guess I get it, but he was still wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to get into buying a property, looking at investments, looking at refis, how do you want them to reach out to the man, the myth, the legend, Matt, the mortgage guy?
We have set up greatmortgagebroker.com specifically for folks that are trying to get a hold of us and need help in different markets. So go to greatmortgagebroker.com. We'll be in contact. We'll call, text, email, however you want to, be communicated with, and figure out who you are, where you are, what you're looking to do, and how we can help.
And folks, all 50 states will be licensed shortly in all 50. Right now, I think he's covering 46 or 45 or whatever it is. He will take care of you in all 50 states. Trust me, because if he doesn't, I will hear about it, and then he'll take care of you. So
right. Yeah,
it's
I'll hear about it too. Sometimes it's like, hey, I reached out to somebody, didn't hear back, and we're trying to get my number off the internet somehow, so that.
Good luck with that. Yeah, you know how you do that? Change your number.
I know. Trust me, it's been a back and forth. Like, do I change this, port this one to Ring Central?
Yeah.
I'm very shortly, because I understand too, some people, rather than go fill out a form, they want to just call a phone number. Within the next 30 days, the office line is going to be set up with Ring Central, so a couple people can answer it.
Good.
Because as you can imagine, you do right by folks. People want your advice.
Yeah.
A lot of people freaking call.
That's awesome. Well, that's why you're part of the One Rental at a Time expert series. I appreciate our Wednesdays conversations. Keep being real, keep being honest, and keep doing great work, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Mike. You too, man.
Thanks.